Good day. I'm excited for today's show because we're talking about one of my favorite things in the world love. Love, love, love. And so today we're going to unpack the different types of love. But I think we might have to do it in two parts because it's a lot of information. So let's get started. All right. So, welcome to Morning Sip with Rep Melissa. I am Rep Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, yes, yes. So, I hope you're doing well, Pamela. It's good to see you. Hey, Shay, it's good to see you. Feeling good in New York. And loving our weather right now. We're like 80 degrees, it's sunny. I'm loving our weather right now. So, we have journeyed into what I am calling our trilogy of love. I'm looking for my notes. So, here it is. Our trilogy of live, life, and love. So this all started with life. It all started with life. And I was sharing Aunt Sally's secrets for living a long and healthy life. And Aunt Sally is 100 years old and she is healthy, she is well, she is vibrant. And I shared her 10 secrets last week. And when I was thinking about life, I thought about it as an acronym, and I invited you all to also create your own acronym for life. And the one that I'm jamming with is Let It Flow Easy. Let it flow easy. And then we moved on to live last week, and we grounded ourselves in, how life be lifing, how you living. How do you live when life be lifing? And we also had the opportunity to create acronyms for ourselves for live. And the one that, well, two really resonate with me: living in vibrant energy and living in victory every day. I love those. That takes us to trilogy, our trilogy of love. So we have life, we have live, and now we're in love. All four-letter words that start with an L. So we are living life in love, just like we live life in joy. And the invitation for love is also to create your own acronym for love. So I love the one that Shay shared with us yesterday. Her acronym for love is Let Omnipresence Validate Everything. Let Omnipresence validate everything. I love that so much. And so this morning, during my inspirational journaling, I asked for guidance to come up with another acronym, because the acronym I shared yesterday was Love Offers Valuable Experiences. Love offers valuable experiences, and also lean on vision every day. And I really like those. And this morning, what came through is living oneness, valuing everything. Living oneness. Let me write that down. Living oneness, valuing everything. Okay, there we have it. Living oneness, valuing everything. So I really love that one as well. I'm just checking my notes. Oh, it wasn't everything. It was living oneness. I was like, that don't sound right. It's living oneness, valuing everyone. That's what it is. All right. So we got it now. So that's kind of where I'm flowing. I would love to hear your acronyms for love. What is your acronym for love? And let it be your companion for the rest of the week or beyond, right? So, living oneness, valuing everyone. What if we lived and approached our lives in that way, in that vibration of living oneness and valuing everyone? And that would include the woman who cut me off yesterday when I shared that story. This woman just darted right into my lane, split seconds from hitting me. But what if I valued her, right? By living from oneness. Because I'm sure there probably was a time where I did the same thing, where I, at the last minute, decided I was going to switch lanes and jumped in front of somebody. More than likely, I have done that as well. So, live oneness, value everyone is how I am going to hold love for myself moving forward in a more intentional and deliberate and present way, more present way. So let's move on. So I was thinking about what else I wanted to share about love. And in doing a little bit of research, there is no consistency around the different types of love, the number of types of love. So there are some that says there's 3 types of love, or 4, or 7, or 8, even 10 different types of love. So I'm going to anchor us in the ancient Greek philosophy on love. And the Greeks have 8 different types of love. But before we get there, we just have to pay honor to our ancestors, right? To Kemet, or ancient Egypt, which many of these philosophies are based upon. So if you don't know, Greek philosophy, let's say, borrows a lot from Kemet, from ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt. And the ancient Egyptians believed this about love. First of all, they didn't categorize love using rigid philosophical lists. They didn't do that. They express the different aspects of love through their poetry, through their art, through mythology. And through that, people have gleaned 3 primary types of love. 1, Mary, Mery, which is, we would consider, romantic passion, right? That is anchored in devotion and dedication. 2, erotic and sensual love. However, when we think about erotic and sensual love today, we probably have a different idea about those terms, erotic and sensual love. But what was meant by that, by the ancient Egyptians, is that love is a divine gift that mirrors the creative forces of the cosmos. So it was more about the creativity and creation, right? The power to create life is what is meant by erotic and sensual love. And then the third is eternal and devotional love, which is all about the eternal aspects of love. That love is endless, that love is infinite, that love is eternal, and that is our legacy. So the ancient Egyptians viewed love as our eternal legacy. And I just think that is so beautiful. So, Mary, romantic passion, erotic and sensual love, and eternal and devotional love. Now, from that, a whole bunch of other stuff has been um, defined as love. And one is the ancient Greeks. So, the ancient Greek philosophy basically categorizes love into 8 different types. And some resources say it's 7. I'm going to go with 8, so we don't miss out on anything. So the one that I wanted to focus on today is, and let me put up the word because I am not going to pronounce this word correctly, y'all. Philautia. Philautia. Philautia? We're going to go with Philautia. And Philautia, that type of love is self-love. Self-love. And I think, although it's listed as number 7, I think it should be listed as number 2. Because yesterday we talked about number 1, and that is agape love, right? That unconditional love. So if I had to list them in order, agape would be first, and Philautia would be second. Self-love. So let me share just a sip of what this type of love means. It is the recognition that to love and care for others, you must first have a healthy regard for yourself. The Greeks recognized both a healthy version, self-compassion, and an unhealthy, self-obsessed version, or we could say vanity. So a healthy dose of self-love is about self-compassion. And speaking for myself, I can practice having more self-compassion for myself. That's a little redundant, but I can practice self-compassion. Yes? Anyone with me? To practice that more. Because sometimes I judge myself first, or sometimes I may criticize myself first, and sometimes I practice self-compassion. And I would like for self-compassion, self-love to be my default. And that takes practice. Oh, thank you, Shay. Shay got the phonics for me. All right, let me see. Philautia. 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 Okay. Philautia. Okay. I hope I'm doing that correctly. But if I'm not, I love myself anyway. Thank you, Shay, for digging that up for me. I appreciate you. So, in what ways do you demonstrate self-love? In what ways do you demonstrate self-love? So, for me, I demonstrate self-love by taking care of this physical temple, taking care of my mind, taking care of how I'm spending my time, valuing myself. I highly regard myself in a healthy way. So, what I'm putting into my body, exercising, getting enough rest, all of those things are demonstrations of self love. So, what are some of yours? Spending time with myself, right? Taking the time to do my spiritual practices because it's a demonstration of love. Honoring our spiritual practices every day is a demonstration of love. And what if we held it like that? What if we held it as a demonstration of love versus an obligation, versus something that we got to do to get through? What if we regard it as a dedication to ourselves of self compassion and self love? I think we would have a different experience of being with ourselves, with being with the divine. So, what are some of your practices? What are some of your practices? Think about it and think about the things that you currently do under the vibration of what is it, Shay? Philautia, under self love. If you shifted it from, this is something that I have to do, right? I see you say, cool. What if Sekou, and I'm not saying that he does this at all, but I'm using him as an example because Sekou has been running every day for over 1,200 days consecutively. And what if every single day he went out to run from a place of self-love versus I don't want to break my streak? What if we all started a streak of self-love, a self-love streak? Oh my goodness, that would be so delicious. A self-love streak, treating and honoring ourselves with deep compassion for everything, for all that we are and all that we are being, just as we are now. Wouldn't that be absolutely divine? Because that's the way God loves us, just as we are. Streak or no streak, extra 10 pounds or not, whatever it may be for us. Yes, love on yourself. Shay is sharing, asking for help, resting, lots of therapy, good food, meditation, spending time with like-minded people, plus everything I said, honesty with myself and others. Yes, yes, Shay. Those are wonderful demonstrations of self-love. A big one for me that I'm practicing is asking for help. And then when help shows up, to accept it. To accept it. And you'll know my relationship with rest is getting better and better. It is unconditional love for every single part of myself, especially the hurting parts. Yes, Shay. Yes. And say cool shares. Yes, let's do that for this year's 409. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Say cool. I love that. A self-love streak. Yes, yes, let's start it today by demonstrating to yourself just how much you love yourself. Just how much you love yourself. All right. That's the invitation. Let me know how it goes. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Let me know what you're doing today to demonstrate self-love, self-compassion in an easy way. Don't make it challenging. Just keep it simple. Yes? All right. All right. So tomorrow we're going to explore another type of love. There are 8 of them in ancient Greek philosophy. We've done 2, agape, and now Philautia. Philautia. All right. Philautia. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. So today is our now I made a boo-boo. Let me confess what my boo-boo is. The first Wednesdays of the month, we do visioning at Rockland CSL as part of our community cafe. But right now we're in the midst of our spiritual book study. So more than likely tonight is going to be our spiritual living book study. Sorry about that. Our spiritual loving. Oh, that's nice. Spiritual living book study. And the book is Manifesting the Practical Simple Guide to Creating the Life You Want by Chris Ferraro. So just come tonight. Maybe we'll get in some visioning and the book. We'll see how it flows. All right. Secondly, let me see. Sunday. I'm excited about this Sunday because we will be in person at Angel Nyack in Nyack, New York. That's in Rockland County. So if you are in the area, meaning New Jersey, Westchester County, Rockland County, Connecticut, you are close enough to join us in person at the Angel Nyack. You can scan that QR code, and all the information for our Sunday service is on our website. I will be speaking this Sunday. My message is, I want to know what love is. I want to know what love is. We all know that song. And we have live music this Sunday, the amazingly talented Shanae Morant. And I'm just so excited to be in person and to get those in-person hugs, y'all. Excited to get those in-person hugs. So I hope you would join us on this Sunday when we kick off our June theme, which is Higher, Deeper Love. Now, let me tell you how synchronistic this all is, because I had no idea what the June theme was until I looked yesterday. And when I saw it was Higher, Deeper Love, and we're talking about love this week, I was like, alignment. So join me tomorrow as we continue our journey with love. Practice self-compassion, self-love. Let me know how you are demonstrating that for yourself, because love is an action. Self-love is an action. So we have to get to be in action, in love, with and for ourselves. All right? All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful today. I will see you tomorrow. If you need support, reach out to me. You can send me a message on my social media and we can set up some time to talk. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy and in love, connected to our yes.